When we think of the financial growth engines of the practice, new patient conversion and case acceptance has to rank up there pretty dang high. And in this video, I'm going to give you my 4 secrets on how to skyrocket your case acceptance. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Frogley, CEO and co-founder of BlueIQ and the IQ Accelerator movement, which is all about working smarter, not harder, to grow the practice of your dreams. And when we think about case acceptance, we really know that this is the engine for that growth of your practice. And it's one of those that after working now with over 2,000 practices and analyzing their systems, their step-by-step, we know that the patient management systems aren't great at helping you measure this. And so of course, BlueIQ has given you the tools to monitor and track those numbers. But in this video, I'm going to give you 4 secrets on how to actually improve that case acceptance. And the first one is thinking about this. We found that most practices have a set number of new patient slots in their schedule. And when you look at those, they've opened their doors wide open to pretty much anybody being able to call in and fill one of those spaces. I know this sounds a little counterintuitive, but you really have to dial in and attract your ideal patient persona. Now in our growth challenge, we actually walk you through the steps for free on exactly how to do this. But this concept of attracting the right patients, creating a voice in your industry that attracts people suffering with specific conditions attracted to you, and they fit a very specific set of guidelines so that when the patient comes in, they're almost already pre-qualified. This is somebody who can afford our care, they're looking for our services, they want what we deliver. And when we start booking the schedule with those patients, oh my goodness, the downstream metric of case acceptance really begins to climb and improve. My second tip is now taking that message and blasting that message to your database, to your current patients. Because let's face it, these are your army of your movement. They are the voice, they are the ones interacting with people out there. They have social spheres of influence that you want to tap into. And if you can get them speaking that language of this is the kind of patient that Dr. Frogley works with, you'd be amazed at how well they qualify those patients for you. In fact, this became such an important part of our process that my patients even started having the conversation with their friends like, well, you can't go see him unless XYZ, like they laid it out of what you have to do to become his patient. So when patients sat down, they were already in the mindset of, oh, I hope he accepts me as a patient, rather than, I wonder if I'll accept him as my doctor. It's a very different mindset, and when you get good at creating that and communicating that through your patient base, we again now fill our appointment book with qualified new patients. My tip number 3 is make sure you have enough content out in the universe for your ideal new patients to engage in. In fact, your patients should be easily sending and sharing your content with their friends and family and posting it on their social networks. By having plenty of content out there, it does something magical for patients that are thinking about coming to see you. These are potential patients. And they begin to connect with you. They begin to hear your content, and they create these 3 connections where they know you, like you, trust you. Like that's the goals of your marketing material. And when they already have that gap closed of trust, before they even set the new patient appointment, it is going to dramatically improve your case acceptance. Now, I know a lot of these tips are very focused on the new patient intake process, and they're actually very specifically done so because I have found that 90% of case acceptance problems are because of these 3 things. Now, the 4th one is also right before the report of findings. This is really happening at the end of a new patient experience, the new patient exam. We're getting ready to order our diagnostics. This is a heart-to-heart conversation that I like to have with my patients on What specifically are you here for? Are you here to manage pain? Are you here to get a little bit of relief? Or are you here to get well? Once I've identified what their goals are, I have to have a very heart-to-heart with them, which is the two obstacles that most patients have, which is time and money. So I ask them, what time constraints would you have that would conflict with getting the care that you need to reach that health goal? And or what are the financial constraints that you may be facing that we can help you overcome as a practice in order to help you reach that health care? You see, open communication about these things early on in practice, I was scared to death to have those conversations. I didn't want to offend a patient that they wouldn't want to come back. But what I found is by actually confronting these right up front, patients appreciated the open dialogue. They appreciated the open communication to how to tackle those issues or how to talk about them so that they weren't, nervous about bringing them up. And if you will do those, if you will do these 4 tips, you will dramatically see a skyrocket in your case acceptance of the patients that you are dreaming to work with, that you love getting up in the morning to come and take care of, that your team loves opening your practice doors to, because now these are your dream patients, filling your dream practice that your team will love taking care of. Now, if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe and smash that notification bell because you want to know when we post new content and you can use that with your team to train them and master their skills. Now, also, if you want more of this, if you want more training on how to attract the right new patients, how to process them through your new patient processes, and how to transition them into case acceptance, you are a great candidate for our growth challenge. Imagine 30 days of expert training with me where we go through the step-by-step training for each of your key team members. And in 30 days, you're going to see unbelievable growth. So just click the button below to sign up for our next growth challenge.